Well, hello. I'm Alena Chapman, and I am founder of Soul Manifesto. All right. So we have titled this one of the major steps to changing your life for the better. And I have to laugh, and I'm the one that chose that to kind of wake up. But I'll tell you something. There are so many people out there who say there's just one way. There are different ways that you can start to really change your life for the better. But I'm going to give you two today. And they're big ones. And I have them from good sources and my own experience. However you start your personal growth, the most important thing is that you are stepping into your own personal growth, taking responsibility for who you are, taking responsibility for the life you are leading, and always building that connection to something bigger and more, spirit, building your whole self towards spirit. Anytime you're doing either one of those, you are making a major step in your own evolution. And I like that much better. Evolution, personal growth, same thing, but I like evolution. But I'll give you two others to really get started. And I'm going to preface a very good friend of mine, Cynthia Kersey. She once told me the story of how she got started. She now builds homes in Africa. In fact, she actually was building schools, but then it turned out she started whole communities. And she's been doing that forever since I have known her, and that's way over 10 years now. So when she was getting divorced, she was in so much hurt, so much anger, and so much pain. She signed up to start building houses. Now you think, why did she do that? Oh my gosh, it was one of the best things she could have done. She was getting out of her head. She was getting out of her situation. She was venting. She was getting herself into another direction. That's the key here. So she went and she started to build these homes. And she started feeling better. And she asked the guy who was the head of the team, she said, so how many homes do I have to build to really take care of all the hurt I feel inside? And he says, you just keep building and it'll start going away. So with that, I say, if you are wanting to grow in any sort of way, wanting to even forgive, wanting to understand that taking of responsibility, one of the best things you can do is to step outside of yourself. I know that sounds so silly, but it is. Help someone else. Sign up at the SPCA and go pet animals. Go to the local, if a geriatric center or something, or a neighbor who is older, and sit and just talk to them. Start volunteering at your kids' school if you can. I used to love to do that. In second grade was my very favorite. I'd always get at Halloween, I'd dress up as a full-fledged witch. I had so much fun, and I'd get the spooky story, and I'd make spider cookies, and I'd go into my son's class. The kids talked about it for a year. It's getting outside of yourself. And you know what? When you do that, your heart grows. Ever see the picture of the Grinch? The heart grows? It does. It grows. It starts to open. And you start to grow every single time. Another one. So that's one. Get out of yourself. And that will help you when you go back and you go home that night. It's easier to start taking responsibility for everything then, too. Because when you're helping someone, you see how they're doing it. And it helps you. Number two, meditation. Totally the opposite. Now you're going to be going inside yourself. Meditation. Taking the time to open yourself up inside. Taking the time to form that connection. Just getting into that vastness, that everything and nothing spot, what I call the sweet spot. Just learning to calm the heart rate and calm the breath. And all of a sudden, all our problems don't seem so terribly important anymore. That makes it easier for us to start taking responsibility. but it also shows us there's something much bigger. And it also shows us parts of ourself. Through meditation, you can start to learn how to love this being that you are, to look at those faults and really see their gifts. You know? So the 2 steps I really highly recommend to get started with are getting outside yourself and meditation. And it always helps to be in a wonderful group like Soul Manifesto, where you are taking the steps to learning more about yourself. You're taking the steps to take responsibility of your life. You're taking the steps to move forward to a higher perspective of you. That's what you're doing. So is there just one way? No. But are there ways? Yes. And you should pat yourself on the back because you've started. You know, and if you're part of that 7-day reset to find your inner peace, that's humongous and a wonderful way to begin. And now you'll just keep growing and growing and growing and evolving. I'm very proud of you, extremely proud of you. So, remember always, love is spirit and spirit is love. So, get out of yourself and go find some love out there, huh? Namaste. Thanks for watching. Don't miss out on a single thing. Subscribe below. And here's something else I think you'll enjoy. Namaste.